Okay, everybody, I don't know if you can see me all. It doesn't look clear, but I just wanted to touch bases on um, Black women in corrections. And I know y'all all have a story to tell. I have a story to tell. I've been there, and I think we all need some sort of support group. I really do. I was sent to so many support groups that wanted money. And I didn't have the money to give them because I was raising kids at the time. They wanted $100 a session, $30, $40 a session if you have medical and as soon as you tell somebody that you're having issues and or what the problem is on your job in corrections, in corrections, and the institution, HR and their team, they come at you. They come at you in a negative way, and you're trying to tell them, listen, I can't afford to go to these support groups that is requested in order for you to believe my story. And I had nowhere to go to where I was actually forced to just not resign, but I had to retire earlier than I should have. I retired at 50 years old. And I got my full retirement, which isn't much to live off of. But I wasn't prepared to retire so early. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. So what I want to say to everybody is, I have a Zoom, and what you can do is, I'm sure I have my information, my email information there. Um, and what you can do is you can click on that or send me an email and let me know you want to be part of this Zoom. The Zoom meeting is about Black women in corrections and our story. Sometimes we need to tell the story to see if anybody else is going through the same thing. You know, it it was like I was going through this by myself. Nobody would believe me, and people didn't want to work with me, and I was stripped from my duties, and I was made to just sit in the office with nothing to do, and oh my gosh, the stares and the glares I would get, and not being taken seriously. I lost it. I quietly went into sane, and that's what they was looking for. They wanted me to go into sane so they can carry me out of there. But I didn't let them do that. So to you ladies, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about, but let me tell you another thing. I got a lawyer for disability, right? Social Security disability. Went in front of the judge and everything, and they didn't believe the story. I told the truth, and they didn't believe the story. I am still waiting to go back on an appeal, and this was since 2016, and I still haven't heard anything back from them. They don't want nothing to do with it. They don't want nothing to do with it. They don't want nothing to do with us. So let's bring our minds together and figure out what we can do to help one another. I have something on my screen. I'm just trying to take it off, but I'm not going to stay long. The last time I had a video, they turned it into a movie because I had went over an hour. So I'm not going to stay long. Y'all hit my Zoom up. It's Ilyasa Aura, Ilyasah, Auras and Roberts, Ilyasa Aura at gmail.com, and contact me so I can add you into my Zoom meet. The meetings are on Thursdays, every Thursdays in between 2 and 2:30. All right. So let's get this popping so we can all, feel better about ourselves, because it's just a lot in there that people don't even realize what's happening with the Black women in corrections. It's terrible. They want you to sleep with people, and in order to get to a higher level, it's just horrible. It is horrible. And if you speak up about something, you get hit on your head with a bat. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. So either we can go ahead and tell our story here, or we can go ahead and tell our stories to one another in Zoom. All right. So I'm not gonna hold you guys up. I'm not gonna actually we only been on for about 5 minutes. So we can discuss a little bit more. All right. First of all, my name is Ilyasa Roberts hyphenation White. All right. And when I retired, I had to leave the country because I couldn't take it. I couldn't take going out the door every day and seeing familiar faces because I wasn't there. I was not there. I was acting wacky. I mean, it was just crazy. They wanted to put me on all these pills, and they were probably just hoping I would just fall out and just die or something. But I made it. I made it to my retirement. And Lord, let me tell you, I dropped on my knees and I cried like a baby. I prayed and I cried like a baby because I couldn't believe that I made it out of there alive. Them folks in there, they tried to tear me down. They tried to take the best out of me. But nope. God said, It is not your time yet. It's not your time yet. You still have work to do." So I'm here trying to help you all. I don't know if the screen is a little fuzzy or the lighting is just isn't all that great, but and I'm sorry about that. I'm new at this, so I'm going to go ahead and fix this. But this is a place where we can go to and discuss us, Black women in corrections. I have been to two free support groups, and I saw one Black face in there. And after the meeting, they pulled her aside, and I haven't seen her back since. So she must have had a terrible time. What, I don't even know. And they wasn't even discussing what we go through. They were just discussing about life. Um, life is life. Life is life. I wish I could just go out there and just live and and I can. And I do because I have to force myself to do that. But because of the job that I had, I can't deal with people too long because I might say the wrong thing. If you say something to me that's not right, I'm gonna say something back to you and you're not gonna like it. That's where I'm at. And that's what they did to me. They messed me up so bad mentally in my mind. I said what I wanted to say at work. I came to work. I didn't even comb my hair. That's how bad it was. They just wanted me to just show up as a body, and I better not take a day off. I didn't even comb my hair. People thought I was just crazy. That's all they kept calling me was crazy. And I kept saying, I'd rather be crazy than stupid any time, any day of the year. So I mean, I got stories after stories after stories, and I know y'all do too. But just so y'all know, I understand. I'm your voice. I understand. Connect with me. I can appear here live once a week. I'm not gonna tie anybody down, but once a week or maybe twice a week, you'll see my videos, popping up every now and then. Um, hit the subscribe button and the like button also. Don't forget that. All right. Um, I'm here for you. We're going to get through this. We are going to get through this. People are going to believe our story because it is real. Folks don't want us to be working in corrections looking like this and working alongside of them. And I'm talking about men and women, even the women. And sometimes it's your own kind. It's your own kind. And that's when it hurts the worst, when you're not expecting it from them. It hurts the worst when you're not expecting it from them. You know, you're expecting something different, a different type of feeling. But I, when you go into these other countries, these so-called black countries, I sat in Jamaica after my retirement, and the culture made me understand the reason why folks treat each other the way they do that look like us. They don't even respect themselves over in these other countries. They kill each other. They have no regards for life. They don't care how you look. And the women are treated terribly. You have no say so, you shouldn't speak. But you know me, you know me. If you know me, you know me. I spoke, I did what I wanted to do, and because I look like this and there was a lot of other people that look like that, they didn't bother me because I blended in. And the ones that realized that I'm not really from there would look at me like this. I mean, they were just totally disrespectful. Just looking at, even the kids would be like, but I didn't even care. I didn't even care. I lived on the beach. I lived on the beach, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I didn't know anybody. It felt good that I didn't see a familiar face. It felt really good. And that's the main thing. When you don't see a familiar face after having a rough time on your job. And that's a shame, because after a lot of people have retired from my job in corrections, Department of Justice, they all got together. They would get together every Thursday. They would get together, and I was not invited. I was excluded. I didn't want to go anyway because I didn't like any of them. I did like one person. I did, like, and he was really nice to me. He was always nice to me. And I'm not going to call any names. I'm not going to shame anybody. Um, but there may have been, like, out of the 22 years that I worked there, and the last 10 years of working there was horrific. It might have been longer than that because I worked at a few stations, and I worked in Brooklyn, and then I worked in Fort Dix, New Jersey. And when I left Danbury, Connecticut, everything just went downhill, downhill, downhill. My own kind. When I got to Brooklyn, I was like, wow, there's a lot of black people here. Wow, I felt like I was home. That was the worst experience. That was one of the worst experiences I had, working with people that look like me. Well, anyway, come join me. All right, come join me on my live, and my YouTube live, and my page, my Zoom. Let's discuss this. Let's talk about this. Maybe we can do something. Maybe we can all get together and do something about this. Um, because my thing is, if you wasn't given oral sex to a supervisor, or sleeping with a supervisor, or having some sort of interest in a, in someone of authority, man, let me tell you something. You are going downhill from there once you say no. And I've said no plenty of times. No, no, no. But then I was labeled, you know. They all have their own cliques, and I was told one time my hair looked ugly. I had dreadlocks in my hair, and I cut him off, and this white man told me, this manager told me, looked at me and looked at this other woman and told me my hair looks better like that. The fact I had cut him off and put a permanent straight in my hair. I never do that again. I'll never put another perm in my hair to satisfy someone's eyes that's in a different culture than I am. This is who I am. This is how my hair looks. And that's that. All right. The stress that they put me through, I have no edges. I have no edges on my hair. I don't even care. So come as you are. Come as you are. Take that wig off. Come as you are. Take the makeup. I don't have no makeup on. I don't wear no makeup. I do not wear makeup, and I don't care what folks say. I still put my hair back in a ponytail. I don't have no edges, but I just do whatever it is I want to do. That's where I'm at mentally. That's what they did to me. All right. I'm still mad about it. And I hate the fact that when I think about it, and I know I should not be thinking about what's in that past, but every now and then there's a trigger that make me relive and think and remember it. And it's always when I have to deal with folks outside, when I have to deal with people, and I say, or I'm pleasant. I don't get ignorant until someone does something to me first. You have to really do something to me first. But when you do, you better be prepared for it because it's coming. I'm going to say something you're not going to like. That's where I'm at. And I wasn't like that before. I was never like that before. I was always a nice person until corrections. This one white guy told me, I don't know, was he calling me stupid or what? Or he was calling me saying, I think I can do what I want to do. He said, I act like a white woman with blonde hair. Well, I don't even know what that means. To this day, I don't even know what that means. And he said this to me like 1999 or something like that. That's the treatment that I was going through. Stuff like that, being laughed at because I wouldn't comb my hair, you know? Because I was telling on folks because they was doing bad stuff and wanted me to participate and I wasn't going to. And I would tell them to stop. No, stop. And I would let higher ups know, hey, this is what's going on. And then when I did that, because I had to protect my job, I wasn't going to be compromised for nobody. I had two little girls. I had two kids at home waiting for me to keep a roof over their heads and some food on the table. It wasn't me. So if y'all can relate to this, y'all come on and join me. All right. Join me because the struggle is real. It's real. And I don't know what's going on with my lawyers. I have no idea what's going on with my lawyers. I'm supposed to have a date for court 2021. I'm still sitting. It's 2023. I have no idea. I don't even know if they gave up on me. I don't know if they're all drinking from the same cup. Sometimes you wonder. But see, when I say things like that out loud, people say, oh, she's crazy. I'm not crazy. I know what the hell I'm talking about. All right. Listen to me. Wake up every morning. If you're still working, if you retired, or if you was forced to resign or you just had to just quit and get out of there because of this here, because you was losing it, because of them, you keep waking up. You wake up every morning. I know it's a struggle. It's a struggle for me too, because I wake up very slow. I wake up when the hell I want to wake up. And trust me, I have tried to work in these other jobs. I tried it. But as soon as a supervisor shows unfairness, more attention or privilege to another coworker, and give me the bad eye, like I'm doing something wrong. I'm just trying to do my job, or sit there and want to look like the king of the hill and have me doing all the work for a little bit of money. And I'm like, no, man, that ain't gonna happen. No, y'all don't get that. And I leave. Sometimes I used to leave my car parked. And I wouldn't even park my car. I would just let it. I would get out the car while the car was still running and go inside and tell them I quit and get in the car and leave because I wasn't going for their crap. So it's hard for me to work for other people. So I can't even. And the businesses I tried to get off the ground for myself so I can get some extra income, the government has it where you have to have all these registrations, and that's fine. And in my field, you have to test out because I have college degrees. And my colleges, my universities, they all closed down. I have doctors, not a doctor degree, but I have doctoral credits. Only thing I'm missing is 2 credits in a dissertation. I can't even do that now because all my schools closed down. So I don't even know if my degree still exists. This one lady told me, she said, "Well, you can wash we have a job opening. You can wash the toilet." Bitch, I ain't washing nobody's toilets. This Spanish woman told me that. Well, guys, listen. I love y'all all. I love y'all all, but just try, even though you've gone through some things and stuff, you got to keep moving because every day that you wake up, God has a plan for you. So do not have any suicidal ideations. Keep moving and do something. Let's do something together. All right? Because don't nobody have a support group for us. The support groups that I went to that were free, they didn't understand why I was there. And the support groups that they want me to go to cost too much money. Every session is $100. Every session, if you have, and that's without medical. Now, if you have medical, it's $40, $30 or $40 a session. If you come here to me, because my degrees are in psychology, let's do this for free. All right. This is our session. This is our session. Let's get ourselves right. And don't give them the glory. We give God the glory. Because let me tell you something. Prayer works. So I don't care how long it takes for you to get out of that bed. Take your time. If you need it in order to get your stability working right. Unfortunately, some of y'all may have still, raising kids or whatever, and you got to get up and you got to get them going. You got to get them moving to school, or, the summer is here. That's when we come in. That's when we come in. As Black women going through what we're going through, that's when we come in. This is the village. We are the village. If you need help, we can help. Let's help each other get through this. That's the prize. All right, guys. I'm not going to hold y'all up. It's already it's 20 minutes. So I'm going to end the stream, and I hope to hear from y'all soon. Y'all take care. I love all of y'all. All right? We're going to get through this. I am your voice. I got you. I'm trying to stop this video. Now I gotta put my glasses on. See what's really happening. Uh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it too. Y'all gonna get there. Y'all gonna get there. We are going to get through this. We are going to get through this. And the banana cake to this. All right, let's just cancel this out. Put that on the side. Bring that down. And